Good evening. Today is the first Friday of this month, June. We were supposed to be in the library of the Naperville, but still the situation continuing, and we are having this live streaming from the Vedanta Society itself. I'm very happy that you are interested to learn the Bhagavad Gita, you are interested to listen to the Bhagavad Gita. So we are starting the 10th chapter, you all know. So let us begin with the two words that usually we do before starting the Bhagavad Gita, and that is from the Gita Dhyanam, the first and the fifth. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarashinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. Bhagavad Gita, the book of Advaita. And Advaita means na dvaita, there is no two, only one. And from one, everything. Again and again, again and again, in different scriptures, in the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, even in the Bhagavata, everywhere, wherever we are reading, this is the only message. This one book is sufficient, isn't it? Of course. Why one book? Shankaracharya said, a half a line is sufficient. Slokardhena pravakshami yat uktva granth kautibhi. Even the millions and millions of scriptures, whatever they are telling, I will tell you in half a verse, half a sloka. What is that? Brahma Shatya Jagan Mitha Jiva Brahmaiva Na Apara. So look at it, this, when we summarize, it's so easy. Brahma Satya. What is that Satya? Eternal, unchanging, all-pervading. So that is Brahman. The name has been given. And the Jagat, which is constantly changing. One not changing, another always changing. The one is Brahman, another is Jagat. And we, the Jivas, the individual being, belong to Jagat. But we, at the same time, though we belong to Jagat, we are not of the Jagat. Jiva Brahmaiva na apara. So we will read this. We have already read, but we will have that beautiful knowledge from the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. In the 10th chapter, it's called Vibhuti Yoga. What is Vibhuti? Special power of God. That's called Vibhuti. Vibhuti, also known as the ash, the divine ash. If you go to any Hindu temple, particularly the Shiva temple, you will find the white ashes. And the devotee, they will make a mark with that. It's also known as Vibhuti. But the Vibhuti means the special power of God. That's all Vibhuti. And meditating on these unique qualities of God, that is Vibhuti, we will, in details we will come. We have already studied and again we will go. Meditating on those beautiful creation of God, the excellent, unique manifestation of God in different form, different thing. One can realize Brahman, one can be liberated. That's why Vibhuti Yoga. Vibhuti, special power of God, special manifestation of God, and the yoga is union with God. So how it is possible? Meditating on those. That is the 10th chapter in the Bhagavad Gita. And in the beginning itself, the God said in the 10th chapter, first part, Srinu me paramam vacha. Listen to these words, listen to my supreme statements. The Vibhuti Yoga, he said even the God and the great Munis, they also can't understand. It's so unique. That's why the God is disclosing. It's so unique. Even the air that we feel, and the water, the earth, the flower, the birds, and even the bad people, all are God. Even the divine people also, they get confused. That's why the God is telling that it is impossible, very, very difficult. And when we go to this, and he says that in the 4th and 5th verse, we have already read it, but again, I am just giving you that, as it's called, that recapitulation, so you'll understand. Srinu me paramam vacha. Srinu means listen. Paramam vacha, the best statement, the best words. And what is that? Intellect, wisdom, non-delusion, patience, truth, self-resistant, calmness, pleasure, pain, birth, death, fear, and fearlessness, non-injury, equanimity, contentment, austerity, charity, fame, and oblook. All are God's. Now these are the qualities. How fame is there, and ill fame, bad names, that is also there. Fame and ill fame both are there. Fear and fearlessness, both are God's creation. In the 4th and 5th, then Arjuna said, I know you are the supreme Brahman, eternal, divine deity. So can you please tell me in details how it is possible? So he is mentioning in this way that we find that we will read from the Bhagavad Gita itself. Arjuna said in the 12th verse of the 10th chapter, he is telling that I know that all this you are this so powerful. But can you please tell me in details? Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. You are the purest of the pure, I know. And you are the supreme Brahman. But can you please tell me in details? And then the God is telling, okay, I will tell you that. Then when that is said, the God slowly starting. Arjuna when said that, this is a very famous verse of the 10th chapter, Ahustva Mrishaya Sarve Devarshi Naradastatha is the 13th verse of the 10th chapter. Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Brabhishime. We know Arjuna was debating, Arjuna was arguing with Bhagavan. But this same Arjuna, when he is telling that I know that you are telling this, so can you tell me in details? Then the God will tell. And before that, Arjuna is telling, I am convinced. Why? Ahustva Mrishaya Sarve Devarshi Naradastata. Devarshi Narad and Asita, Devala, Vyasa. Vyasa, the composer of the Mahabharata, Bhagavata, and all this goes in his name. That great Vyasa also said that you are divine. Asito Devala Vyasa. Then he said, Swayam Chaiva Bravishime. You yourself have said that you are divine. When a person who is completely self-effaced, he never says anything about him, no ego. When he says that this is me, that carries the value. So that Arjuna mentioned, and then he started telling, yeah, can you please tell me this? Then the Lord started. You know, today is a very auspicious day, Snana Yatra. The Snana Yatra, the Lord, the God, who has taken the form of the Jagannatha. It is in India, the very famous place, the Puri Jagannath temple. As because the devotees are not allowed in the temple, so the Jagannaths, all beautiful pictures are coming and that people are posting. Thanks to them, we can see that. The Jagannath, the Lord is being, that they are putting water on him and he is bathing. Today is very happy. Like a child, he is enjoying the bath. Then as because he was going on having lot of that water pouring on his head, then he will catch cold. For that is the reason he won't give darshana for some days, almost like a month. So that is, the people, they think that God is our own and he is behaving just like us. At the same time, same Jagannath is the Jagannatha. He is all pervading. This is the beauty of the Sanatana Dharma, famous as known as the Hinduism. Here also we will find when the Arjuna is telling Bistarena Atmano Yogam Vibhutim Cha Janardana. In the 18th verse, Arjuna said, can you please tell me in details Bistarena Atmano Yogam Vibhutim Cha, about you and also about your glory, about your power. Then he said in the 19th, Antate Kathayishyami Dibya Atma Vibhutaya. Surely I will tell you why he loves Arjuna. That's why when Arjuna wants to know, he said, surely I will do that. And in the beginning, he is telling the 20th verse, from where he begins to tell up to the 30, I think, that last, the 31st, but we will complete today the whole chapter. He said, Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarva Bhutashaya Sthitaha. This is the most important sentence. In the beginning itself, he is telling, Aham Atma Gudakesha. He didn't address the Arjuna as Arjuna or Parth. He is telling Gudakesha, the one who has conquered his sleep. That means Arjuna was not an ordinary person, he was a yogi, he had his control over his senses. So there, addressing the Arjuna as the Gudakesha, reminding him that you have that capacity to understand, as because you have the capacity to control your mind. So first thing, you please remember, I am the self of all being. I am the self of all being. Then the second line he mentioned, Aham Adicha Madhyamcha Bhutanam Anta Evacha. Aham Adi, I am the beginning, I am the middle, I am the end. So that is called Vedanta. From one, everything is coming. Who is this God? The God is the creator of all beings. He is the Adi, he is the beginning. And then he creates. And in the creation, so many things are going on, happening. He is there. And then in the end, all thing goes back to it. That is, in one word, the Advaita Vedanta. And this is the thing we must remember. Now, let us go to our main text, and that we were reading from the 31. From the 31 verse, we will read. Pavana pavatamashmi Rama shastra vishamaham Jashanam makaraschashmi Srotasyam ashmi jannavi. He is telling, Pavana pavatamashmi Rama shastra vishamaham Jashanam makaraschashmi Srotosham ashmi jannavi. Jannavi is the Ganga. Of all the rivers, I am the Ganga. Why? Ganga is a long, big river in India, and it is passing. Of course, it has taken 2-3 names, sometimes Bhagirathi, sometimes other names, and it passes through and fertilizing the whole land. So that's why the Ganga is considered as the most holy. Pavana pavatamashmi. I am that the purifier, the wind. Other things are also purifying, but the wind, it purifies. It cleans the whole thing, pavatamashmi. And those who are using the arms, of them, the weapon, I am the Rama. Those who are using the weapon, I am the Rama. Why suddenly he said that? He could say, I am the Rama. Rama was also the Avatara. Why he said, those who are wielders of the weapon, those who are using the weapon, that means they are powerful. They are having that power. They know when and how to use the weapons, but they never use the weapon for creating problem of the others. So the Rama never, he was so powerful. Rama was the most powerful person. Rama's weapon was deadliest in those days, but he never abused it. So that is the main thing. He never abused it, never misused it. This is the teaching of the present day, all over the world, the governments. They should understand, they should have the power. They should have the military power, but that should not be misused. The Rama had the tremendous control. Though he was having very divine the weapons, at the same time he was having the power to utilize those, use those, but he never used those. And Shastravita, Jashanam Makaras Chashmi, among the fishes, there I am the shark, because very powerful. So anything that is powerful, that is me. And Rama is an incarnation of God, and Sri Krishna, after Rama, he is identifying himself with the Rama. So Rama and Krishna. Sarganam adirantascha maddanchaiva Arjuna adhyatma vidya vidyanam bada prabhadatamaham. Sarganam adi antascha maddancha. Sarga means the created beings, created things. In Indian, that either in Bengali or in Sanskrit, in whatever, the spelling is SWA, Swa. That means the heaven. When it is SA, Swa, that is the created thing, this world. The Sargana means the created thing. I am the beginning. Sarganam adi antascha. Anything that has been created, I am the beginning, I am the end. Why he said like that? Because if you are creating something, any created being is going to be destroyed. After the destruction, where it will go? Suppose from the earth, the earthen jar has been created. The potter has created the earthen jar. Then afterwards the jar is broken. Where the earth will go? Go back to the source. So the earth is the source to make that earthen pot, and again when it is destroyed, it goes back to the source. That means I am the alone and there is nothing else. The earth and the earthen pot, they're two separate things. When a person has gone to purchase an earthen pot, you cannot just give a lump of earth and say, hey, this is your thing. No. Two different things. At the same time, they are same. Similarly, from the God, this universe has been created. As because it has been created, the created thing is going to be destroyed. Where it will go? To the source. What is that source? That God, that Brahman, that Atman. So he is mentioning this thing in this way, that it will go back to me. Sarganam adi anchascha madhyancha aham Arjuna adhyatma vidya vidyanam bada prabhadatamaham. Of all the knowledge, I am the spiritual knowledge. Of all the knowledges, I am the spiritual knowledge. Why? Because spiritual knowledge, the true spiritual knowledge, is very, very difficult to achieve. Very, very difficult to aware. Why? Because you have to purify your mind. Unless and until your mind and the intellect are purified, you cannot have that spiritual knowledge. Any other knowledge, any other sciences, you don't need to be a very, very pure person. No. Whatever may be your character, your behavior, maybe you are very angry type of person or greedy person, whatever it may be. Many defects may be there, but at the same time, you can earn different knowledges. But spiritual knowledge, the only criteria is not the certificate of the universities. That is the only criteria is a pure mind. Blessed are those who are pure in heart, they shall see God. And what is this purity? No desire, completely desireless, free from desire. So this is the purity. So I am that spiritual knowledge of all the knowledges, and Bhada Prabhadata Maham. And Bhada Prabhadata Maham of the science is this, and about the reasoning, Bhada, Vivada, they say in Sanskrit, Bhada and Vivada. Vivada means that they are having the debate and discussions and all that. I am the reason. Prabhadata Maham, I am the reason. Aksharanam akarashmi. We chant in this way, Aksharanam akarashmi danda samasikasya cha ahamebakshaya kalo dhataham vishyato mukhaha. Of letters, I am the letter A or A, akara. In the Sanskrit, the akara, the sharavarna, vyanjan varna, the A, from A everything comes. They begin with the A. It has a tradition that when a small little child will go to the school, before that they come, particularly on the Saraswati Puja day. On that day they will have the practice of handwriting and reading. So they bring to the child to the temple, and the priest or the holy man, he will hold the child's hand and write. First he write A. Aksharanam akarashmi. Akara, A, like that it goes. The first I am. Akarashmi danda samasikasya cha. And what compound is danda? Danda samas? So danda, the compound. The two different words putting together, but the two words are remaining there, special meaning. That is called danda. The Danda, I am that. You are using two words to mean a third meaning, but those two words are also retaining their originality, original meaning. How? As an example, we can say Rama and Krishna. Rama and Krishna, when come together, become Rama Krishna. Rama Krishna is a name, is a separate name, a separate personality, separate identity. At the same time, when we pronounce Rama, those who are acquainted with the Hindu religion, they know Sri Ramachandra. And Krishna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So these two words are also retaining their originality, at the same time coming together, making a danda. They are creating another third meaning, Rama Krishna. So that way, Aksharanam Akarashmi Danda Samasikasya cha Ahamevakshaya Kalo Dhataham Vishyato Mukha. I am the of the time, I am the Kala. What is that Kala? Kala, Vishyato Mukha and Mahakala. These are the two. The whole time is divided into different moments, you know. That is the second, the minute, the hour, the day, then the week, month, the year, like that. But the Mahakala, that is the beginning and the endless, the Mahakala. The Shiva is also known as the Mahakala. There's a beginning and the end, no. So that is called Kala, the time. Kali. The Kali also, the Mahakala. That is the way it goes. And Vishyato Mukha. Vishyato Mukha means countless individuals. When you see the so many, even a little, small, tiny, the ant is moving, and a rhinoceros or an elephant, the man, the bird, the serpents, each and everything, every being is me. So that is called Vishyato Mukha. That word has been used, that I am everything that you see. That's why automatically, being a Hindu, being a Sanatana Panthi Dharma, one cannot hurt others. When you are practicing a religion, you are not supposed to hurt others. The peace, the shanti, ahimsa, where from it comes? This philosophy. When I am going to hurt someone, something, it is the God that I am going to hurt. So this is the way God is asking us to understand. And then in the 34th verse it says, Mrittu sarvaharaschaham uddhavascha bhavishwatam kirti srivakcha narinam smriti medha dhriti shama. He is telling Mrittu sarvaharaschaham. I am the all-devouring death. Kala, Kala the time, Mahakala, the complete, the time, beginning and the end, whole thing. And I am also the death. What is the death? End. If you have a beginning, you are surely going to have the end. Anything has a beginning is going to have the end. I am that. I am the beginning. I am also the end. So that is the reason the Hindus are not afraid of death. Majority of the people are afraid of death. The Hindus are not afraid of death. Why? Because it is also another form of beginning. I began over here, I end up over here, and that end means it's not eternal end. Again it goes in another form, another beginning. So beginning and the end. I am the all-devouring end. I am the prosperity of those who are to be prosperous. When you want to be Mrittu sarvaharaschaham uddhavascha bhavishyatam. Those who want to be rich, those who want to prosper, I am that. See, first he said, I am the death, end. And the next line, next moment, he is telling, those who want to prosper. Prosper in what? But the worldly minded people, they want money, they want name, they want fame, they want this, that, so many. I give those things to them. That is also me. But they are getting bound. They don't understand that it has an end. It's of no use, unnecessary. If you have one building and one room, and that is sufficient for you. But the rich people, they goes on accumulating. They don't like to give. So that is the reason he says, okay, if you enjoy, go on enjoying life after life. And because of your karma, if you had the bad karma, you will suffer. So it goes on. And God said, where from that came? I. This is the beauty of the Sanatana Dharma, that God is everything, good and bad, everything. Then he is telling, very interesting, Kirti Sri Bhakcha Narinam Smriti Medha Dhriti Shama. It's a beautiful way of telling the qualities. They say the 7 wives of the Dharma. The 7 wives of the Dharma. And you will find that mostly the Hinduism, they'll say that God is having so many wives, these, that. It's not actually the physically as we see the human being, the man is having 2, 3 wives. It is not like that. It's the qualities that he is mentioning. What are those? He says fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, constancy, forbearance, and they say the female term. Why? Because of the tenderness. The fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, all those things, it has been taken as a female term, Nari Nam, and they say that they are the wives of the Dharma. Dharma means righteousness. That means if you are practicing these qualities, then you are getting the righteousness. So in this way, the God is telling, I am like this. Brihat Sama Tatha Samnam Gayatri Chandasamaham Mashanam Margashirshoham Mritu Nam Kusumakara. In the 35th verse, he is telling Brihat Sama Ittadi. Of the Sama hymns, I am the Brihat Sama. The music is one of the means to attain to realize God. Music is the best way of expression. You know why the people, they still in this world, there are people, somehow they make some sound to express themselves, but they don't have any language. They don't have any written language, nothing like that. And few years before, those who are studying the language, they know there is nothing. Slowly language developed. And they protected the language as they protected the fire. Why? The language is the communicative means. I can express myself to you through the language. So that is the way. So he said, the God said, I am that. But no, not the only language. But after the language, they make that language very rhythmic. At the all slowly it became the poems. When you are talking, there is the one way. When you are saying words, you are making in such a way, it becomes a poem. You like it very much. And after the poem, when it becomes song, you like it further, much more. There are people who can recite the poems. Others like it. But sometimes when the people, they are singing same words only, but expressing through the music, that is, God said, I am that. Of all the Vedas, of the 4 Vedas, Rik, Sham, Yaju, Atharva, Samaveda, they put it in a musical tune. So that's why he said, I am the Samaveda. And among them, that is Shiva and Narayana, they're all they like this. And he is telling, Masana Marga Shirshoham. And Marga Shirshoham, and Mritunam Kusumakara. One is the Agrayana, another is the Bashanta. That is the Ritu. Of the months, that's called Agrayana. Why Agrayana? Because in Indian perspective, if you think, the meaning should be here, in the Indian perspective, that is the time particularly the rice is growing. The rice eaters, the India, they grow rice. So that is the time, the best time. All people are happy because about the food, that is there. So they will go and they will cut it and they will make the. So that is the Agrayana is that. So all festivals will be on that. So God said, I am that. Of all the months, I am that. And Ritu, where the seasons are there, he said, I am Bashanta. Bashanta is, it is not the warm or the heat is there or the cold, in between. So people are very happy, they enjoy it. After the long cold, when they call it fall, and then comes the summer, people are so happy. They go on the sea beaches, they take the sunbath in the cold, in the place like America and others. And in India, Basanta, when all the flowers, it comes, people become very happy because of the nature. I am that, the God is telling like this. Then he is telling, Dutam chalayata mashmi tejasvi tejasvinamaham jayoshmi babusayasmi sattam sattavatamaham. Dutam chalayatamashmi. In the gambling, I am the fraudulent. Even the fraudulent, even the falsehood, that is me. Chalayatamashmi. Chala. Chala means you are deceiving some people. Where from that quality come? Bad quality. One should not adopt that. But anything that has come, good or bad, is from God. This is the time. Some of the philosophy, they try to give a different look, different explanation. The God is always good. So where from the bad came? From the devil. Where from the devil came? No answer. So that is the way we cannot reach to a truth. Truth is there is only one. And from one everything has come. Among those, everything good and bad is also there. So obviously we have to accept that the good has come from God, bad has also come from God. Here in the Bhagavad Gita is very clear. God is not hiding anything. He is telling, I am the Chala. That Chala means the fraudulence. That is also I am. I am the splendor of the splendid, and I am the victory. Jayashmi. I am effort, I am the goodness of the good. I am the effort, and at the same time, I am the goodness of the good. Then he says in the 37th verse, Brishninam Vasudevasmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya Muninam Apyaham Vyasa Kabinam Mushana Kabihi. Ushana, the seer. Of the Brishnis, the Brishni is a race. Yadava, they came from the Brishni. Brishni is a race. From there, the group, one clan is the Yadava. And Krishna, it belongs to that. So he is telling that Krishna is a son of Vasudeva. He is called Vasudeva, Vasudeva. Vasu, Vasu. Vasu means the Krishna. Vasu, Krishna's father. Vasudeva, Vasudeva. So this, when Vasudeva is the Krishna himself, the son, so he is telling, I am the Vrishninam Vasudevashmi, Pandavanam Dhananjaya. Among the Pandavas, the 5 brothers, very righteous was the Yudhishthira. But the Krishna, the God, he never mentioned. This is very interesting. He didn't say that I am the Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira was the best. Now I am the Arjuna. Of all the Pandavas, I am the Arjuna, Dhananjaya. So he collected lot of wealth to support the kingdom of his brother Yudhishthira. So that's why when he collected that, his name was Dhananjaya. Dhana Jaya. He got the Dhana or the wealth. But why Dhananjaya? Why Arjuna? The God is telling the Arjuna is performing his duty. Arjuna was a hero, and he was born in the Kshatriya clan. Kshatriyas are supposed to fight, and he was fighting, and there was nothing in him, any hesitation. I am doing my dharma. A beginning of this Bhagavad Gita started with that. For a little time, for a small time, he became doubtful. So the Gita, God is giving him this, the teaching. Now you should continue with his work, and that is Swadharma. Arjuna was having wonderful qualities. The God said, I am Arjuna. Though he was having the Rajashika, the Bhava, but still Arjuna is the best person. So the God is telling, I am the Dhananjaya. Muni nam apyaham Vyasa. And of the sages I am the Vyasa, and of the seers Ushana Kavihi. Kavi is the seer. Sage and seer. Sage is Vyasa, and Kavi, they are the seers. They could understand what is going to happen afterwards. The great thinkers. So among those is the Ushana. Danda damayatam ashmi, niti ashmi jigi satam, maunam chaivashmi guihanam, jnanam jnanabatamaham. Dando damayatam ashmi. Of the punishers, I am that. Of the monarchs, they must have that. Punishment is necessary to make the mind straight. Nowadays in the modern society, they don't punish the children. They think, no, they should grow like this, that. Punishment doesn't mean that you have to beat them physically, not like that, but you have to guide them. Of course, in Europe and in America, I have seen the parents, they develop different type of punishments. You have to go and stand facing the wall for some time. The child was making some prank and created some problem. The mother will say, go and stand facing the wall. That is the punishment. At least the child will understand, if I do this type of work, I am going to be punished like that. He can't see anyone, he has to see only the looking at the wall. It's a great punishment for that naughty child. So punishment is necessary. And at the same time in the administration, the punishment is necessary. There one should not feel, oh, this is my son, oh, that is my relative, oh, I have to hide their faults. No, that should not. That is why Rama, as a king, he was perfect. Purusha Uttama. Why? Sri Ramachandra. He was Purusha Uttama. If we see that all the behaviors, all the actions that he has taken, it was perfect. when it is necessary, he took up the rein and punished them. So, danda damayatamashmi, that danda, that punishment for the betterment of those people, for the society, I am that. Niti rashmi jigishatam. Niti is rendered here as the statesmanship. Niti means the system, statesmanship, and right attitude, right relationship, right proceeding are all born of niti. Niti means the system that you have made. What should be our niti? Every country is having the niti, and right attitude should be there. In India, all the time, every time, right attitude. What is the right attitude? If you are trying to deceive someone, if you are trying to create problem for other countries, so that one should not adopt. Swami Vivekananda gave a wonderful statement. He said, India never crossed her boundary with fire and sword. There's a great statement. India was, if you those who read the history, they know, and India was very powerful, and India was having the wealth, India was having the knowledge, but at the same time, India never crossed her boundary with fire and sword to conquer the other nations and burn them, kill them, never. Why? Niti. What is the niti? This is sufficient, but I should have the power to protect myself. But I am not going to torture you. If you like, you can join your hands with me, and I will also help you to develop. But at the same time, but Swami said, Swami Vivekananda, India went with prayer and love all over the world. The Buddhism, which was born in India, had spread it all over. And that time, the Bharatvarsha, afterwards it became a separate country, the Nepal. But this is Buddhism and the Hinduism all over the world spread it. So that is niti. Very interesting. The God said, I am that. Any victory won by wrong method will not be lasting. That's why it is not a niti. The constitution of a country is very, very important. And the constitution, it will be the niti, the decision that I am going to rule this country through this basis. That's called niti. And he says, Danda damayatamashmi niti rashmi jigishatam. And I am the statesmanship and of the secret Maunam Chaivashmi Guihanam. Look at it, where Krishna, he was a king. So he knew when you have to keep quiet. The best administrators, they never disclose everything. If you have to be an administrator, you must listen from all, then you formulate, and your decision should be announced only at the time when it is necessary. So, maunam chaivashmi guihanam jnanavatamaham. I am the wisdom of the wise. What is the wisdom of the wise? Yachapi sarvabhutanam bijam tad aham Arjuna na tadasti bina yatsyam maya bhutam characharam. The 39th verse, and the Lord said that Yachapi sarvabhutanam, whatever is the seed of all beings, that I am. Yachapi sarvabhutanam bijam tad aham Arjuna. Tad, that, aham, I, Arjuna, O Arjuna, I am that. That means how to give all the descriptions. Different types of thoughts are there, behaviors are there, manners are there. I am the beginning, I am the seed. So he is using the word, the seed, bijam. Bijam means the seed. Nothing in thought, in action we can create which is not God. Each and everything is coming from the God. Natadasti bina yatsyam maya bhutam chara acharam. There is no being, whether moving or unmoving, chara and achara. Chara means moving, sentient, insentient, that can exist without me. So everything that we see, nothing but God. Sometimes some people, one young boy asks me, this stone is also God? I said, yes. According to this Bhagavan Sri Krishna, a stone is also God. And you will find that the Hindus are worshipping the stones also. And sometimes as Vishnu, Bhagavan, or sometimes as Shiva, stone only they are worshipping. So chara and achara, this is comprehensive. The 10th chapter, the Vibhuti Yoga, what is the Vibhuti? God is one. But the same God has become everything, not only things and beings, but also actions and the creations and the thoughts, manners, everything. That he is mentioning like this. Nantosti mama dibbyanam vibhutinam param tapa esha tuddeshata prokto vibhuti bistaro maya. Nantosti, there is no end of my divine manifestation. The Vibhuti, divine manifestation, there is no end. So we make a list, suppose there are these things, maybe millions and millions. Oh, this much is God. No. There is no end. Even in future, if something come, that is also the God's. That's why he is telling, there is no end of my divine manifestation. And this only a brief exposition by me to the extent of my glories. Arjuna wanted to know Vistarena, he wanted to know in details, and he said up to this, because I cannot go on telling, it is impossible. And he said, anything that you see, the wind, there are 5 elements, Shiti, Apa, Tej, Maruta, Boma, and of the 5 elements, he is the wind, the air, because that is purifying. There are 4 Vedas. Of 4 Vedas, he is the Samaveda. Other Vedas, of course but he likes the Samaveda. His manifestation is more in the Samaveda. Of the Rishis, he is the Vyasadeva. Of the seers, Ushana Kavihi. So like this, he said everything of different type of thoughts, including in the administration, how a king should have the powerful weaponaries, but at the same time he should know when to use what, how. So that is also, this thought is also coming from the God. Then in the last 2, the beautifully he is concluding, Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam srimat urjita me baba tattadeva bhagachatvam mama tejamsha sambhavam athava bahunai tena kim gyatena tavarjuna Vishtabhyamahamidam Krishnam ekangshena sthito jagat. He is concluding by saying like that, Yad yad vibhuti mat sattam. Whatever being there is glorious, prosperous, powerful, know that to have sprung but from me is a spark of my splendor. Anything that the best. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna also mentioned the same thing. He said, when you find that someone is appreciated by many, know for sure that God's power manifested through him or her. If we remember this sentence and this wonderful teaching of Bhagavad Gita and Sri Ramakrishna's, we will never become the egoistic. I can sing well. Maybe I am the best in my whole country, in my society. Good. But all that power has come from God, so I must be humble. I am very intellectual. I can think much the subtle things than others. Good. But be humble because that power has come from God. The same way, anyone, anywhere, the best is nothing but the God's blessings. Only if we think in this way, I become humble and I get continuously the blessings of God. At the same time, the appreciation from the world also. People will say, look at this man, he is having so many wonderful qualities, but so humble. So that is the way one will get both. But we don't have the patience. We always go on boasting. We say, I have done this, I have done that, I am going to do this, that. Except me, there is no one. And that is called Maya. In the whole world, if you see the singers, there are so many wonderful singers, varieties of singers. Maybe in India, those who are singers, if they come to the West, they don't listen to. Why? Because they don't understand. That language, the musical tune, they don't understand. So, when you are talking about, you're talking about a small group of people. In the whole world, the small group appreciating you, you are the good in that. Why should you boast? Among them I am good, this is God's grace, that's all. In the same way, everything should be like that. Then God is concluding by saying, Athava bahunaitena kim gyatena tavarjuna Bishtabhyam aham idam krishnam ekam shena sthito jagat. What need is there for the detailed knowledge of this? What I have done and what is my manifestation? Am I among the fishes? Am I there? Among the birds? Am I there? And like this. Why should I have to tell all this? He is telling, I stand supporting the whole universe with a single fragment of myself. Eka angshena. Angsha means the small little part. Not the whole thing that I am engaged completely because I am holding the whole universe. Nothing. Only small part. When we read this, we become humble. There's so many varieties, millions of things. Everything is nothing but God. Even then the God is telling, this is nothing that you see, the small fraction of my power. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, God is with form, God is without form, and He is also transcending all these. He alone knows who and what He is. When you say that I have known God, a realized God, a small fraction, maybe of the small one, the sand you have known. So that is the way one should be very humble. So what we learn from this chapter 10th we have concluded, what we have learned, everything is nothing but God. Not only the things and beings, but also the thoughts and everything. And then what should we do? What should be the practice? To become humble. Oh God, you are everything. Whatever I think, I do, I am very, very humble. So you know that when we conclude a chapter, we say like this. We are concluding. Iti Sri Mahabharate Shatasahasram Sanghitayam Vaisashikyam Bhishma Parvani Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Vibhuti Yoga Nama Dashamadhyayaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat.